Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Will. So before we get into today's matches, there are a lot of tier 1 best of 1 scrim matches on, but I just want to give you guys a little heads up. I've just gotten my channel partnered with a guy I met in a game on Csgo, and he lives like in the same country as I do, and we've been talking, and he's a really good bettor, actually really good at getting underdog bets. So he's going to be doing some betting predictions and stuff like that as well, so on this channel. So if you hear a different voice that isn't mine, that's him. I'll link his spreadsheet in the description below, and you can see how much he's made. He's started off with like, I think, a couple dollars, and he's turned that into like $70+, which is pretty amazing. He's been really good at getting the upsets, which I didn't think would happen. So I asked him if he wanted to join. He said, yeah, sure, why not? So he's going to be posting some content as well. So going into today's matches, well, before that, I just want to show you what happened overnight. I think it was, we started here. eFrag actually beat Penta, which I predicted. I won $2, something from that. Vex lost to Den DD. Den DD destroyed him on the last map. They had a really strong CT side. Navi actually got upset by Dignitas, which was pretty surprising, but I didn't lose that much on that game. This game was a draw, 1-1. TSM beat Fnatic, won $2.80. Mouse drew with HR, which was a really close game. Luminosity Gaming beat Conquest. I did bet on Complexity over Winterfox. If you guys didn't know, I bet on Elevate as well. I bet on Elevate over Winterfox as well, because Winterfox, a couple of their players, including Piff, were in Europe when the servers they're being played on are in NA, so they have to play with like 150 ping. They're still good, like they're not terrible, but they're just not performing at what they can perform at. As well as I looked at the hours between Elevate and Winterfox, and Elevate players have played at least another 40 more hours in game, so that is why I bet on Elevate, but I didn't get to add it to the spreadsheet, which was pretty annoying. And then, as you can see, I went on Luminosity Gaming over Conquest, and I won $2 from that. And then I just chucked my knife on Enemy over Winterfox, because the odds were pretty good considering how bad Winterfox were playing, and I won like $11 from that. So going into today's matches, we have Pitta versus Next Please. This is a pure 50-50 matchup. Last time Pitta took it in the third map like 26-23, so it went into like triple overtime. I don't know why the odds are like this, maybe because Pitta are playing a bit better. Pitta actually got upset by Lions earlier with a best of 1 advantage in a best of 3. So in this matchup, I wouldn't suggest you bet on it, but if you did want to bet on it, I would suggest you just take advantage of the odds, considering this is a 50-50 game, and bet on NP. Titan versus Mouse. I think a small bet on Titan should be reasonable. I don't think they're going to lose two maps to Mouse. I went low on Titan, as you can see here. I just put $5 on Titan, and I expect to win $2 or something back. Next up, CSGO Lounge versus Flipside. I think the odds are pretty decent for an ICB/low bet on CSGO Lounge. Considering how Flipside nearly lost the second map to Vulgaire, I think CSGO Lounge can take advantage of that. I think they could pull an upset here, so I'm probably going to be chucking a couple dollars on them later. NiP versus EnVyus, best of 1 on Mirage. NiP used to be really good at Mirage ages ago. I think NiP, I don't think NiP have the potential. I think they have the potential to upset, but I don't think it's really worthy betting on them as an underdog with 30% against a team like EnVyus. If their odds drop below 27%, then I would suggest a low on them. But I think odds at 69% for EnVyus are pretty decent, and isn't too high for a small to medium bet. Penta versus Navi, best of 1 on Cash. A map Navi aren't the best at. I do think a small bet on Penta as the underdog could potentially cause an upset. I do think Penta have the potential to upset, which is why I personally am going to be betting on this game as well. I'll probably set that up now. So my inventory is above $100, or it was until I bet on Titan. But yeah, I won this from the enemy game. Got slightly overpaid because it's worth more in real life. But for this game, I'm just going to be making a small underdog bet. I just think they can cause an upset, so we are going to do that now. So I win $5 for $1.90 on Penta, which I'm going to do that in a second. HR versus Fnatic. I think this is on, I forgot what map this is on, but I'm fairly confident it's on a map Fnatic are really good at. I think it's either Overpass or Cobblestone. I'm not quite sure. If it is Cobblestone, then I do feel that Fnatic have the potential, Hellraisers have the potential to upset, but I'm fairly sure it's not Cobblestone. I had a look at this earlier. Yeah, it's Cache. So Cache is a map which isn't one of Fnatic's strongest. I haven't really seen Hellraisers play Cache. I'm not quite sure how good they will be on it. To be honest, I would skip this, but if you really wanted to bet, I think the odds are pretty good for Hellraisers considering Fnatic's sloppy CT side on Cache. CSGO Lounge versus Reason, not going to predict this one. eFrag versus Mouse. I do think Mouse will be able to beat eFrag, although I see this potentially ending in a draw, but I don't see eFrag pulling the upset. Titan versus Nadis Vincier. I'm fairly sure this is on it's on Overpass. Okay, so it's there. So Overpass is not one of Titan's strongest maps. Na'Vi are alright on Overpass as well. I do think with odds like this that it's more worth it just to skip, but if you really did want to bet, I do think a small bet on Titan is alright, although the odds for Na'Vi are pretty good considering they are really good on Overpass. They're not really good, but they're pretty good. They're a lot better than Titan. TSM versus Titan. I think TSM should be able to win this. It's on Overpass again. TSM's recent form has been exceptional, and I think they should be able to just roll Titan in this matchup. EnVyus versus Na'Vi. This is on Train, a map which tends to be EnVyus's best map to some extent. Na'Vi proved to be really good on Train, and I think EnVyus should be able to win this considering how they played yesterday on Train. So I'm going to be picking EnVyus. TSM versus NiP. I think this one on Dust 2. I think NiP definitely have the potential to take this one, considering how TSM nearly lost to Gamers 2 on Dust 2 yesterday. I think a small bet on NiP would be reasonable. Fnatic versus EnVyus. I forgot what map this is on. I'll just check it out now. But I know it is a really shared map. Yeah, Cache. I think EnVyus should be able to win this. No problem. It just really depends on how Fnatic play Cache against Hellraisers. Follow Esports versus CLG. I think Follow Esports actually have the potential to upset CLG. Like, they're not playing, CLG aren't playing to what they can as a team. If you really want free skins, or just to get your skins in your returns, just max on Liquid and Winterfox. I'm going to be able to beat Liquid considering the problems they are having. So that is today's matches. If you want to see what teams I do end up betting on, head over to the spreadsheet. I think it's second link in the description. This will highlight my size of my bet, and the bold one is the team I do bet on. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks.